The thing with depression is that you want a reason to feel as such. For me, I wasn't allowed to believe that I did have it. Other people's voices was always in my head, telling me that I had plenty of reasons to be happy, and that's what delivered the opposite feeling in me. I wasn't able to actually deal with something that was serious, something that could have ended my life, because at one point, I did want to. And that was something that many people don't understand unless they go through it. And it becomes harder when there are people in your life, those who are meant to love you, that don't believe it, because then how can you deal with something that isn't real? And so I would find myself pushing others away, causing unnecessary conflicts, drama, and just dilemmas. I would say things I didn't mean, I did things I regret, and it was all an attempt to justify clouded emotions. It's easy to lose to depression. But in a way, depression isn't lonely. For me, it was good company. It was comforting, but also disgraceful. I wanted to control it, to understand it, but at the same time, I didn't believe in it. I didn't feel like talking to others about it, because every time I did, I would just get denied. Nobody would believe it. And in my family, it wasn't taken as seriously as it should be. So I hid it. And for 10 years, it was the only company that I had. If I met someone dealing with a similar situation, depression or suicidal thoughts, the first thing that comes to mind that I would do to help is just to listen and believe them. I think one of the worst things to do to someone dealing with that is to tell them that there's others having it worse. So you should use that as a way to help yourself feel better. It really doesn't. It makes you feel worse. It makes you feel shittier for even having thoughts like that. Because you're right, there's someone that's always going to have it worse. I saw this one quote: if someone were to die in 8 feet of water or 20 feet of water, both people still drown. The effect that those deaths have will be the same. It'll hurt the family, friends, and it'll take away a possibly potential bright future. And so the first thing that I would do is just listen. And then after that, before talking about anything that I've dealt with, I at least want them to know that I could understand some bit, being someone who's gone through something like they're currently experiencing. I would do my best to see if they could believe in the future like I believe in mine. Depression is a nightmare of drowning at the beach. The sand slowly begins to fade into nothingness. The tide slowly pulls me back, deeper into the ocean. I try to cry out for help, but I stop myself. No one is near, and I am alone. Still, I try to swim, and with every stroke, fight back against the waves. I try to stay afloat. I try to get back to land, but my will begins to fade. I feel exhausted. With each breath, the water fills up inside me. The ocean has me pinned, and I feel there is no way to win against it. My eyes close to a starless night. As all sensations cease, I feel nothing. Just as I am about to be fully eaten by the ocean, I feel a hand drag me upward. I can breathe again. I had returned on land and was saved. Or so I thought. I was in a nightmare after all, and the hand that had saved me was my own. Relief fell on me like a blanket of snow. But right before I could feel any sense of gratitude, the hand grabs me once again and throws me back into the water. There's fun and a bit of beauty in this new self that I get to build outside of this trauma, outside of, not even outside of depression, but just with dealing with depression, that I could still be myself and do all of these things, that I don't gotta feel guilty for feeling this way even though others have it worse. There is this quote I love from the Peaky Blinders. Death came knocking at our doorstep, but she never took us. So we agreed that we died that day. We should have, but we didn't. Everything after would be extra. It's something like that, I think. That's me. I'm living my extra life. I should be dead. I could be dead. Since all this is extra, every day I amaze myself for making it this far. I'm happy I made it to today. I do make plans. I am now capable of looking forward to them. I plan and stress about them. That's something new I gained. Stress about future plans. Who would have thunk?